New research has found widespread disparities in the experiences Māori have when they retire. Te Ara Ahunga Ora Retirement Commission findings show the impacts of colonisation, structural inequality and land loss have had a permanent detrimental effect on most Kaumātua Māori. Retirement Commission Kaihautu, Erin Thompson from Ngai Tā Manuhiri, Ngāti Rangi Wewahi Ngāti Tipa is co-author of one of the papers and she's with us now. Tēnā koe, Erin, thank you for joining us.
Tēnā koe, Neil.
What was the inspiration and purpose around conducting this research?
Well, every 3 years the Retirement Commissioner is required to conduct a review of retirement income policy, and part of the current review is looking at the impact of government policy on retirement savings outcomes and experiences of Māori as treaty partners. So we developed the research project that we've called What Does Retirement Look Like for Māori? It takes a broad approach by looking at things like the impact of colonisation, public policy, structural inequality, land alienation, and factors that have shaped the current position for Māori. It measures the impact of those things on the Māori population and gives some insight on what we expect for future generations as well. And it brings the voice of Kaumātua to the fore as they share their lived experiences and their aspirations for the future.
Yeah, this is incredibly important here. And so what are some of the challenges many Kaumātua are facing and have had to face, particularly in their later years?
We know through the research that only 47% of our Kaumātua have enough or more than enough to meet their everyday needs, compared to 72% of Pākehā European ethnicity.
Wow.
So that's, less than half of our population of Kaumātua who are just getting by. We have lower home ownership rates, which significantly impacts on their distribution of income. They're likely to be living in a multi-generational environment or spending a lot of time with other generations, and quite often are supporting, as primary caregivers, mokopuna, or supporting their working children to look after their mokopuna. So those are a glimpse of some of the difficulties that Kaumātua face when they have to make decisions about how they spread their retirement income.
And why do you feel it's important to better understand Māori experiences of retirement?
I think one of the key things, especially that came through in this research, is that, first of all, we don't really define the word retirement. We instead, we talk about the different life stages and their importance. And so for us, and within the research, we saw that Kaumātua as a valued stage of life for Māori. In saying that, they themselves talked about their commitment to their community, their hapu, marae, iwi, and that as they retire, as they move away from paid employment into a voluntary type space and giving back more to their whānau, hapu and iwi, that they're actually becoming busier than they were when they were working. So all of that extra load of being a community leader or a pillar of support for the whānau weighs a toll on them.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense, and that they're getting busier is interesting. What's being revealed then around measures that might improve outcomes for Kaumātua in retirement or a different stage?
We're really fortunate that we were able to go out and survey Māori and had some really strong responses from Kaumātua. And one of the things that came through really clearly is to be able to put Māori in the position where they can provide by Māori for Māori solutions to improve retirement income outcomes for us. And in particular, there was a lot of kōrero around housing that is accessible, that meets the needs of the way in which we live, that we're able to access whenua, and for those who are living away from their whenua, that there is the the possibility for them to be able to develop the papatakainga type of living, but also the accessibility around how we can use our whenua, how we can finance developing our whenua, all those sorts of things came to the fore. There was kōrero as well around how we could improve our financial literacy and having more opportunities for financial education, which inevitably would support us to gear better towards reaching retirement.
Yeah, nicely said. Erin Thompson from Te Ara Ahunga Ora Retirement Commission, thank you so much for your time today. Kia pai tōra.
Ka nui te mihi. Tēnā koe.